Hey now! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I just got back after seeing Us. Us is a 2019 horror film that was written, produced, and directed by Jordan Peele. And wow. This movie is going to be very interesting to talk about. The plot, let me see if I can summarize this in a cohesive, understandable way. You have this family, Winston Duke, Lupita Nyong'o, their two kids. They're going on vacation. They're staying at this house by the beach, and they're supposed to have a good time until this other family shows up. And if you've seen the trailers, you know, I'm not spoiling it, that this family looks exactly like them. And that's where the horror fun begins. First of all, I'm going to say that I really enjoyed this film. I did. Everybody who's talking about this movie is comparing it to Get Out. And I can see why, because Jordan Peele, that was his first film, and it blew up. It was amazing, incredible, got all of this award fair, and just all across the board, people loved it. So his follow-up, his next film, people are going to be saying, hey, will it live up to that one? Will it be as good as that one? Will it be as important culturally? Well, I'm going to say no. It's not as good as Get Out, and it probably won't be regarded or looked back as important as Get Out was. But that's okay. This movie isn't going for that. I was very pleasantly surprised that this is about a black family, but it's not about them being black. The race barely had anything to do with this plot, so I very much enjoyed that. They just happen to be black. And the actors, Winston Duke, I really enjoyed because we know him from Black Panther and Baku, and he's this big, imposing looking guy. But in this film, he's so kind of nerdy, or maybe that's not the right word, but he's so, I feel like if I was a father, that would be me. Corny a little bit and trying to come off tough sometimes, but not quite working. Maybe I shouldn't admit that about myself, but just something relatable and warm about Winston Duke that I enjoyed. Lupita Nyong'o, though, she steals the show. She is giving a hell of a performance, not just as the character who is terrified and scared and crying and very emotional because obviously the situation is effed up, but even when they're playing the doppelgangers, when they're playing the evil versions of themselves, there's great acting going on there as well. The two kids I enjoyed. I liked that they were just normal kids, so that was great. The horror in this movie works, especially Jordan Peele. His directing is at an all new level. That is one thing I can say compared to Get Out, where his directing is better. There's so much techniques, there's so many camera angles, there's so many ways that he shot certain scenes and build the tension that work on so many levels. The music, wow, this music is too good. Not just the score, because that was great as well, but the way how he incorporated real songs and music, and how certain songs were remixed and configured into certain scenes. And the humor, there was a lot of humor in this movie that I didn't know if I was expecting, but it worked. Yeah, you might have some moments where somebody gets killed and then there's a joke, and so you wonder, should that really fit? But it does, because it's genuinely funny. The only, I don't want to say negative thing, but the only thing that I might have to warn people if I'm trying to recommend this is to say that the story is wacky. The story is not all over the place, because I was able to follow it. It takes some turns and it goes in directions that does make you question a lot of things, does have you leaving going, did that fully work? Did that fully make sense? It's the story and the script that leaves you, I guess, wanting more, maybe more explanation, or just wanting to know what the hell exactly is all of this about, and why and whatnot. So some people might see it and not like it for that reason. Some people might see it and go, I don't know what the hell was going on. Why does everybody else love it? I will say though that for me personally, I'm going to give this a full price. I really enjoyed this film. I can't wait to see what Jordan Peele does next, especially if he stays in horror. We're in store for some great horror films over the next few years. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you too saw Us. Did you like it as much as I do? Were you as confused as some other people might be? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!